Good evening, everyone. I am Lisa Hutchinson, student of the UWI, presenting my Practicum Proposal Seminar 3. The introduction. The introduction will answer the following. What is the central research problem? The central research problem is to assess the role of the performance appraisal system within SLASPER and its impact on employee performance. What is the topic of study related to the problem? The topic of study related to the problem is performance management. Also, what is the research location? The research location is the St. Lucia Air and Seaports Authority, SLASPER. What methods should be used to analyze the research problem? The methods used to analyze this research problem is qualitative and quantitative analysis. Also, the significance of this research is to provide an analysis of the appraisal system at SLASPER and to provide recommendations for enhancement and development that would benefit both the organization and its employees. Background. SLASPER is a service-oriented business organization. As SLASPER continues to lay the blueprint for St. Lucia's economic growth, SLASPER strives to ensure that the right recruitment and selection methods are utilized when the process is undertaken. The research topic. How do managers within the firm know how well employees perform? In organizations like SLASPER, the most formal means of assessing employee performance is through a systematic performance appraisal process. The research questions. What method of performance appraisal is used within the organization? Another objective of the research is, does performance appraisal help develop employees within the firm? Does performance appraisal motivate employees? Is there a proper system of performance appraisal? What issues or problems staff encounters with the current system? The literature review will take the format of the history and evolution of performance appraisal, how performance appraisal came about, which was established as far back as the 1950s, with personality-based systems being the common practice. In 1962, performance appraisal was conducted in 61% of the organizations, and typically top management was exempt from such ratings. Also, after the passage of the 1964 Civil Rights Act and the 1966 and 1970 Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, guidelines for regulation of selection procedures, legal considerations exerted strong pressure on organizations to formalize their appraisal systems. Also, the methods and techniques in performance appraisal include the graphic rating scales. We have the BAS, behaviorally anchored rating scales. We have BOSS, behavioral observation scales. We have the mixed standard rating scales, and we have MBO, management by objectives. Also, the role and purpose of the performance appraisal system will be analyzed. And some of the purposes are assessment of employee performance, to set new goals for employees, to assess training needs, to track employee strengths and weaknesses, and to establish compensation guidelines. The methodology. The proposed methodology for this study encompasses a planned research design, methods of sample selection, collection of data, and analysis of data. A mixed method approach using a descriptive and theoretical design will be applied for this study. Questionnaires and interviews, both telephone and face-to-face, will be used as the data collection method with a simple random sample of 100 employees from various cross-sections of the organization selected as participants in this study. The research design. The research is designed in this format. The sources of data, which are primary and secondary, the instruments used, we have the questionnaire and face-to-face interviews. Also, the implications and the limitations of the research would include employees may not return the questionnaires for some odd reason because they work at the outstations, they misplaced it, they forgot. Also, restrictions to confidential information may be incurred. My expected learning. 1. Embracing potential methods for research. Expand knowledge by exploring a topic of interest. Obtain a general understanding of research design, understanding of the characteristics of various methods of research, understanding of the steps involved in identifying and selecting a good instrument to use in a research study, understanding of a research process, the importance of collecting different types of data. Reflection. Having to undertake a research practicum study within SLASPA was a remarkable experience. It was an eye opener. It enhanced my learning, provided an extensive exposure, enhanced my HR knowledge and experience. Also, as I progress through this program, I plan to embrace and clinch to the knowledge and experience gathered during my course of study. By doing this, I will be able to share and utilize acquired knowledge and skills to advance and develop my career path. In conclusion, to ensure maximum productivity, it is advisable that SLASPA uses the performance management system that will maximize employee performance. The indication from literature review points to the fact that effective use of performance appraisal will reveal favorable results by employees and for the organization. Despite the many criticisms, opponents of appraisal are yet to share their views on a new system for performance assessment. With the continuous use of the different methods for the right purpose, the performance appraisal system will be satisfactory, thereby fulfilling the goals of all employees and the organization as a whole. References. Thank you for listening.